This has been the craziest 72 hours we have ever seen in crypto, and things are about to get even crazier as the inauguration of the first ever pro-crypto president is happening today, January 20th, where literally anything can happen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Crypto Gorilla video. As usual, nothing in this video is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Hit that subscribe button and let's jump right into today's video. So the future president of the United States dropped his very own meme coin 3 days before his inauguration, first posting it on Truth Social, where this thing immediately took off to 200 million. I think the lowest that I saw it being scanned in one of these meme coin groups was 250 million. A lot of people thought it was a scam. They thought maybe his Truth Social account was hacked, until he ended up posting it on Twitter, where it then shot from 1 billion all the way to 2 billion FDV. So we had a $1 billion candle on the 1 minute chart. And from there, it was a moon mission all the way to 75 billion. You could see there was a little bit of corrections, but it was pretty much up only. Now, I would have never guessed this was going to happen, that a president or future president at the time would drop his very own meme coin. And you're probably feeling one of two ways. Either you're celebrating on Twitter, maybe flexing your profits, you're part of the cheering squad, or you mid-curved it, you thought it was the top like 50 times and didn't want to risk the money, you were asleep. Basically, you didn't buy it. And the downside here is this token sucked the liquidity out of everything. We saw meme coins across the board, whether it's on ETH, on Sol, all take a dump. We saw NFTs, especially on ETH, giga nuke. So not only were you sidelined, your bags were going down. Now, not only was the Trump meme coin pumping, we had Solana make a new all-time high ever, as the president of the United States decided to drop his meme coin on Solana and not ETH. And we also saw Solana related tokens like Jupiter had a giga pump. We had Iridium have a really nice pump. These were up like 40% on the monthly, which is amazing for Jupiter, because this week we do have the airdrop happening for the Jupiter token, which you could still check today if you qualify. I will put a link in the description for that down below. You have 3 months to claim, so you don't have to rush it. If you want all the details, you can also watch my video from last Friday, where I explain all about this airdrop, how to qualify, how to claim. But while things were sunny on Solana, as you can see on ETH, things were not as pretty. We went as low as 3,100. Everybody on the timeline was dunking on ETH. ETH NFTs were nuking as well, until Trump's World Liberty Finance started buying Ethereum in the millions of dollars at a time. You can see here, this is 7 of the World Liberty Financial wallets. They currently hold 113 million in ETH. And a lot of this volume is from today. Potentially all of it is from today. They have been buying like crazy, which if we go back to the ETH chart, it did send it all the way back up to 3,400 before going back down. And we're going to discuss why we went back down in just a second. But the rumor mill started flying. I even saw this post, which I have no idea. I don't even think there's any credibility to this, but I did see this person here talk about Trump going to release an ETH meme coin next, which I think a lot of people would not like. The comments are very negative on this, especially that ETH, there's a ton of fees. So, everybody trying to ape $100, $200 of this token, what they're going to pay $50 in gas fees to buy and then $50 to sell. But people would not like this because he's basically vamping his own token on Solana and creating like this cross-chain PvP, and nobody wants to see the Trump token on Solana go down. And people were saying like nothing's going to ever make this token go down. Introducing Melania on Sol. That's right. Not only did we get an official Trump token, we also got an official token for Melania, his wife, the First Lady of the United States, which is very weird. This was very negatively received, and it actually caused a nuke on the Trump chart. You can see here we had like a $25 billion 15-minute candle going from 70 billion all the way down, even bigger, a $30 billion red 15-minute candle all the way down to $39 billion. We're currently sitting at roughly 50 after Trump retweeted the post about his token. And eventually people did start buying into Melania, especially after they realized that only roughly 10% of the supply is circulating. And that's exactly what happened with the Trump token. Only 20% of the supply was circulating. We went as high as 14 billion, currently sitting at roughly, it's bouncing here between 10 and 11 billion. I was spam buying this thing at like 500 all the way to a bill and on 3 different bots, and nothing was going through. So I'm going to be testing every single bot and finding the best one, because I just cannot miss out on these kind of opportunities. Literally faded a 30x here from where I would have got in. And if you want to try this bot where you can see the wallets you're tracking on the chart, as you can see, these emojis are all wallets I am tracking. Like if I hover this is orangey, so I put a little symbol of an orange. This is Bullx Neo, so I'll have a link to that in the description down below if you want to try it out for yourself. But these were 2 insane opportunities over the weekend. People were pretty upset about the Melania token, even like, making jokes that they want Gary Gensler to come back and run the SEC. But because of this, we started to see the entire crypto market nuke. Bitcoin went from 105,000 to sub 100K, which is not great considering that the inauguration is tomorrow or today by the time you're watching this video. And honestly, I think this is just the beginning. It kind of acts as our Beeple moment, where when you think back to the NFT cycle, what started it all was Beeple selling a digital art piece for $69 million, and it created this NFT gold rush. So I think we're going to have the exact same thing happen with meme coins here, even though meme coins are already very popular and a ton of people are aware about them. Trump basically just gave the green light for anybody to drop a meme coin with little to no consequences. So I think we're going to see a ton of celebrities start to drop meme coins. Now, I did see rumors circulating that Mr. Beast is going to drop his own meme coin. This all started after this person posted what seems to be a fake screenshot. Like, just reading this, somebody sent me the screenshot and I was like, dude, that's totally fake. It was just an engagement farm. It got 3.5 million views. So he had also posted this, saying Mr. Beast is followed by the official Solana account. However, Mr. Beast did reply to this here saying, I could probably launch a meme coin and make hundreds of millions of dollars. Just feels icky. I'll pass. But I guarantee you there's going to be a ton of people who do not pass and they take this opportunity to try to make money. Now, we also saw a TikTok token with the TikTok ban and then unban, because Trump's going to give them like a 3-month extension or whatever when he gets into office. And this thing ran all the way to $80 million in market cap. And then, I don't know, it just got rug pulled. I thought it was a pump fund, and you're not supposed to be able to do this with pump funds, but it went from 80 million all the way down to, I guess, what is this? 900? Is this sub 1 million? It nuked in one candle, right? And this was, I believe, okay, don't sue me, I believe this was from this person, Ryan Fournier, which I saw people saying he's part of the government, but from what I can tell, he's just like a political activist and was a journalist or something. I don't know. He did delete all of it or most of his tweets, and now he's kind of saying like, I know nothing about crypto. I apologize to anybody who was affected, but he did post a tweet showing $20 million in profits in his Phantom wallet and then deleted it. And now he's kind of like playing the victim. Either way, like, dude, there's a ton of opportunity in the market, right? If you would have caught this super low, it ran all the way to 80 million. Yes, it got rugged and then it bounced again all the way to 20. Like, I traded this on Bullx and I still made 4 figures in profits. It's not that much compared to what people are making with the Trump token, but there's a ton of opportunity in this market literally every single day. Now, prior to Melania launching that meme coin, things were looking incredibly bullish. And don't get me wrong, I'm still bullish. It did put a sour taste in crypto Twitter's mouth. From what I can tell, the timeline was very displeased with that token. The narrative went from Trump embracing crypto and launching his own coin, kind of like, a victory call for all crypto people who have been getting trolled for so long and being told like Trump is just lying to get your votes. He doesn't actually care about crypto, to now, this is just a grift. I saw a lot of people saying 1 coin is bullish, 2 coins is a grift. And for all we know, we're going to get the entire family tree, maybe a Barron token, an Ivanka Trump token, an Eric token, their grandkids, whatever. And I don't care. As long as I can cook on them, great. But if it's going to cause the market to nuke like this, obviously, I don't want that to happen. Now, I did see this post commenting on World Liberty Financial buying all of that ETH, and Eric Trump did say, wait until what you see they do tomorrow. So I'm guessing they're going to be doing even more purchases tomorrow, or maybe they're going to go down the barrel here and start buying some lower market cap tokens, which would be really bullish for those tokens and narratives around those tokens. The other thing I think could happen is there's potentially going to be an announcement at the inauguration or a day one executive order, maybe for the Bitcoin strategic reserve. Trump did talk about doing a reserve for multiple tokens. I'm guessing ETH is going to be one of those tokens if he does do it based on the amount of ETH that the fund was buying. So today is potentially going to be one of the most important days in crypto history. So I understand if you're sad that you missed Trump. Believe me, I know it is very mentally heavy, but I do think there are a ton of opportunities that are going to be right in front of us over the next few months, and you literally just have to be ready to capitalize on them. Now, I also saw Alex Becker tweeting once again about his meme coin. To be honest, I had kind of forgotten about this because I stopped playing his games. Like, I didn't want to chase and watch a 12-hour stream to get a code and race for it. But I do think if he launches a meme coin and launches it the right way, it will perform well. I had a theory for a very long time that the meme coin was kind of just this psyop for him to launch an entire product around his meme coin, especially when he started criticizing Pump Fund for the live streams and he was saying, oh, I'm not going to launch on Pump Fund anymore. It kind of felt like the perfect opportunity for him to launch his own platform. So I'm definitely going to start paying attention once again to his Twitter, because if he launches a meme coin, it is going to absolutely cook. Now, shifting our attention over to ETH NFTs, like I said, it has been a bloodbath. A lot of them did get hit pretty rough from Trump launching that meme coin and just sucking out all of the liquidity of the market. Pudgies did go under 20 ETH temporarily. They're currently sitting at 20. So I'm sure we're going to see, or we already have a bunch of sales under 20 ETH. And this is considering that Abstract is launching within the next 10 days. So like I say, if my theory is true that there is no airdrop, or at least no day one airdrop for Pudgies, I do think we are going to see these go significantly lower because they are currently quite expensive, still sitting at 20 ETH. We also have the whole Azuki ecosystem continuing to go down. This is actually what I was writing a thread about instead of buying the Trump coin and retiring my entire bloodline. And if we look at the Azuki chart here, it has been an absolute roller coaster. This is a 24-hour chart, and you can see we are bouncing between 10 and 12 ETH. And although we did just get a sweep here from a whale who bought a ton, bringing the price back above 11.4, for most of the weekend since Trump launched his token, we've been around 10, and we even went under 10 for a few sales into bids. And this is considering that anime is dropping in a few days on January 23rd. So I really think people do not like this collector score stuff at all. It is complicated, and people don't like doing research at all. They don't like reading. They just want to buy something and get an airdrop, or buy it and flip it into FOMO, which I'm not saying people aren't going to FOMO as we get closer and closer to the day, but it is very different from what we saw with Pengu. So hopefully the people who are accumulating the rare ones and trying to play that collector score game, I do hope it pays off for you and you get a juicy airdrop. And I do expect them to have bullish news the closer we get to their token launch. So I'm sure if they announce Binance or Coinbase, we're going to see the Azuki ecosystem pump, because right now, although Azukis are pumping, beans are pretty stale. They've just been on a down only trail here, currently back to almost 0.6, and elementals went near 1 ETH a couple of times, currently at 1.2. So this is not what you want to see leading into the launch of your token, because this is a reflection of the hype around your project. Now, do keep in mind the tokens are attached to the NFT. So I think, especially if the anime token does well, we're going to see a lot of buying pressure on the floor here. And we're going to see some snipes happen as people panic. They dump their assets before claiming, and then people who buy them are able to go claim and sell them for roughly the price that they bought them at. This is exactly what happened with Pudgy Penguins, as people were dumping their little Pudgies on the market without claiming their tokens. Now, we also saw a nice pump in the Milady's ecosystem. First, a mini pump here after Vitalik commented Milady on this person's post, but then they gigasent all the way to 7 ETH after Vitalik himself bought a Milady and made it his PFP. And this has been also kind of a pump and dump. It reminded me a little bit of when Elon tweeted, "There is no meme, I love you," with a picture of a Milady, and they just full sent before coming back down to the price before he ever posted that meme. But the biggest winner here really was people who were trading the cult token. Although it is kind of back down now, it's still almost a 2x from where it was. It did pull a 3x, going from 130 million all the way to 500 million. So if you were tracking Vitalik's tweets, if you were tracking him changing his portfolio, as there are some servers who have alerts for this stuff, you could have caught the cult token and made a really good flip. In terms of the overall market, I think people have, three big questions here. The first one, which you're going to know by the time you watch this video, is how is TradFi going to react to what happened over the weekend, because they can't trade over the weekend. So it's going to be interesting to see the price action for Bitcoin on Monday morning, because him launching his token is really showing that he's embracing crypto. So anybody who had doubts that he actually cares about crypto and it was not just something that he was, pretending to like in order to get our votes, I feel those doubts have been erased. Now, the second question is what's going to happen with this Trump token after his inauguration? Is it going to have a pump because now the official president has a token, or is it going to really cool off now that, the main hype and euphoria around the token has died, and this potentially already started by his wife launching a token? And then question three, once it does die down, which it eventually will no matter what, where is all that liquidity going to flow to because of this huge liquidity suck that we just saw in the markets? Now, I still believe meme coins are going to be the main player of the cycle. I know we have AI coins running like crazy, but a lot of these AI coins, especially the agents, are pretty much just meme coins. So I kind of consider it more in the meme coin sector than in the AI sector, especially that the main one, Fartcoin, like it's Fartcoin, that's clearly a meme coin. But there's just so much opportunity in this market. Like we saw, we had the TikTok coin go to 80 million in like a few hours. We had this USA coin come back after the Trump coin launched and go to 300 million. We have this new Dream coin, which now it's, down to 14 million, but it still went very quickly all the way to 42 million in market cap within the first hour. So meme coins are going to continue to crush it. But then on the other side, we have Trump talking about this strategic reserve beyond a Bitcoin reserve. He was talking about Solana and XRP. And the funny thing about XRP is a lot of my Web2 friends, that's all they know. The ones who were asking me if they should buy Trump, they were asking me if they should buy Pepe, last cycle asking me if they should buy Doge. All they know are these dinosaur coins, XRP, XLM, ADA. So I'm starting to look into this basket that potentially is going to get bought up by Trump and really do research into some of these older coins. I've had calls with a ton of these teams. I just spoke to the IOTA team and it looks like they're going to be cooking up a lot. I spoke to Injective. I spoke to Algo. I'm talking to a lot of them and they have a ton of marketing plans. So it's not only the retail coming back in and buying what they recognize, but these teams understand and they're going to be doing massive pushes. So I'm going to be doing a lot of research into those tokens. And then on the other side, we have a bunch of chains that are going to be dropping, as well as chains that are going to be playing around all these narratives, whether it's AI or meme coins. So for upcoming chains, we have Berachain, Monad, Abstract, Mega ETH. We have things happening on Eclipse. We have Hyperliquid launching their EVM. But then we also have chains like Metis, which is an L2 I've spoken about a few times. They are going to have their own chain-backed meme coin called Medusa. So there's going to be a ton of attention that's driven there. And if it's a chain-backed meme coin, I'm hoping they're going to get a ton of volume and they're going to get a ton of listings and it's going to drive people to that chain. So these are the types of things that I'm keeping an eye on. This is where I have some of my money placed. And I know it's overwhelming. There is a ton going on and you basically have to be at your computer 24/7. But I think the next 3 to 6 months, if we're lucky, are going to be crucial and potentially life-changing money. So that's it for today's video. I'm going to be sure to report on all this stuff. I'm going to be producing so much more content. If you like that, give this video a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching another Crypto Gorilla video. Peace.